Atlanta Film Festival. This is Senator John Ossoff. President Carter, congratulations on the honor of this documentary, this account of your presidency and your life. Thank you for your service to our country and to our state. Congratulations as well to the film team for this extraordinary production. Thank you to the Atlanta Film Festival for cultivating and supporting film and the arts and culture here in Georgia. Thank you to all of you for supporting the film festival and its efforts to continue establishing Georgia as one of the world's centers for documentary and feature films.
Our world cries out for moral and ethical leadership, and few have embodied it as clearly and as consistently as President Carter. We're thankful for the ways in which his work for such a long time has advanced racial and gender justice, has put forward the challenge of environmental stewardship, a sustainable future, and has supported democratic movements, not just here in this country, but all over the world. Thank you, President Carter, for your broad and bold moral vision, a vision wide enough to embrace all of our children.
President Jimmy Carter has always married his faith with his actions, whether it is the work that he's done with the Boys and Girls Clubs of Georgia or the work he's done across the world to defend democracy. He has always lived his values, and that is the kind of leadership we desperately need in these times.
President Carter and Mrs. Carter of Plains, Georgia, Carterland, they have set the gold standard for public service. They've done so much for Georgia, the United States, and the world. God, country, work, family, selfish service to, and love for all of humanity. These values color their spirits and reflect the timber of their character.
President Carter, thank you for your service to our state and to our nation and to our world. You have allowed us to stand on your shoulders, and because of your great example, many of us across the globe are thinking of others, how we can serve others, what we can do to make this world a better place. Thank you for your leadership, for your service, and allowing us to call you our very own. We love you.
I want to say to the president who put solar panels on the White House, thank you for being so far ahead of the game in so many ways. Thank you for standing up always for what's right. You did a magnificent job.
Mr. President, your continued dedication to public service in philanthropy is awe-inspiring. On behalf of the people of Oregon, we thank you.
You know, his leadership resonates all across the world in so many ways, including in my state. We're continuing to work for a clean energy future in our state, and the ideas and the vision and the power originally came from his efforts. Congratulations, President Carter.
Mr. President, I'll never forget March 25th, 1976. That was the day I traveled to Wisconsin and became the first United States Senator, the first elected official outside of Georgia to endorse you, Governor Jimmy Carter, for President of the United States. Some of my colleagues in the Senate thought it was useful exuberance on my part. Well, I was exuberant. But as I said then, quote, Jimmy's not just a bright smile. He can win and he can appeal to more segments of the population than any other person, end of quote. All those years ago, Governor Carter proved me right. And in the years since, President Carter did a lot more than that. He showed us throughout his entire life what it means to be a public servant, with emphasis on the word servant. A Naval Academy graduate, a submariner who worked to end war, a farmer who championed the cause of conservation, a person who used his position of power to remind us that power must never be used to persecute the weak, a man of deep faith and constant practitioner of good works, and some argue the most inspiring post-presidency in which he worked to eradicate disease and conflict, promote free and fair elections throughout the world, housed the homeless, and still found time to teach Sunday school. and did it all with a smile and with grace. President Carter, you've shown us what we can be as individuals, as a nation, courageous, compassionate, and humble. And Mrs. Carter, Rosalind, as First Lady, and ever since, you have done much to advance and address so many of society's greatest needs: equal rights and opportunities for women, the importance of mental health and wellness, and the often unseen and uncompensated but vital work of caregiving for our children, aging loved ones, and people with disabilities. The love, life, and work you shared, both of you, is the definition of what partnership is. And your moral leadership and the service you've rendered is a definition of patriotism. Of course, there's another partnership in our minds right now, and that's the partnership you and your Vice President, our friend, Walter Mondale, had. When President Obama asked me to consider being his Vice President, I said I'm going to home and talk about it. Fritz was my first call outside of my family, and a trusted guide. And Joan offered the same support and encouragement to Jill. He was a warm, and quiet, significant accomplishment. As well, of all that he's done. You're gonna miss him. I miss him. We're all gonna miss him. He was one of the most decent men I ever worked with. Mr. President, the night before I put my hand on the family Bible and swore the oath of office, you called Jill and me to wish us well and tell us that you would be there in spirit, but you're also there in our hearts and in the urgent task to heal the soul of this nation. You remain the spirit and the heart of the American people, Mr. President. President, Mrs. Carter, well, I want to thank you for your friendship, your leadership, for showing all of us what it means to be an American. Simply put, we love you, and may God bless you both.